We're definitely getting closer. There are plumes of smoke.
Oh, there, look. Oh, look.
What?
Lava.
Oh my god!
Lava.
What? What? Wow!
Let's carry on to the next hill.
That's actually lava.
Quickly, Sam, we must destroy the ring.
Layers and layers and layers. Layer 227. Straight out the gate, and I've just seen 32 knots.
Now that's a bender.
Over the course of the last few weeks in Iceland, we'd been feeling tremors that had been getting increasingly stronger. As it turns out, this was the precursor to the eruption of the Litli Hrútur volcano, which erupted in July, just after we departed Reykjavik on our journey north. Knowing that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see a live volcano, we immediately called an audible, turned the boat around, and headed straight back to go and check out this spectacular event.
We are gearing up to go. The way is open. We received word that everything is green light on the way out the fjord this morning. We came back to the marina, put the boat to bed, basically right where it was, and then immediately went to pick up a rental car, which we were lucky enough to get. So the car's waiting for us up there. We picked it up this morning. We've got it for 2 days. It is currently 7:30 p.m. We have a 1-hour drive and a 3-hour walk, which should have us arriving at the lava for magic hour, which is about as close to sunset/sunrise as you can get around here, and it should be a good time to see the glow of the lava and a good time to film it. A lot of things have to come together for us. It is still a beautiful cloudless day. The wind is dropping off. Apparently it's going to be really cold, so we're just layering on layering, which I'm sure we'll strip off as soon as we get in the car and start walking.
Preparing a big thermos of tea.
And we're preparing a big thermos of tea, coffee, everything, all the gear. Yeah, so we're going on a pretty decent hike at basically midnight.
Last time we came out here, the weather was not great. It's actually completely and utterly blue skies, perfect weather, and I dare say that's the only thing that actually dragged me out here at like 8-9 p.m. at night to go on a bloody 3-hour hike. If it wasn't like as perfect condition as it is now, I'd be like, nah, I'm staying in bed, definitely. But it's awesome. You can see the cloud. You can see the plume from the volcano just over there. So we're getting closer.
Smells like burning wood. Someone just having a cookout. We've driven to the wrong mountain.
It's like a festival parking. Yeah. There are so many cars. This is quite insane.
We're definitely getting closer. There are plumes of smoke. Right there. I reckon this is where the fissure is.
I can hear it going like over the hill. There's like, it gets, oh there, look, oh, look.
What?
Lava.
Oh my god!
Lava.
What?
Holy crap. Whoa, there's nothing else to say, but whoa.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god, that's actually lava. It's running.
Must be the top of that hill everyone's
We were
watching.
both just saying, I really hope it's kind of it's like active up there. It's not just black and oh my god, that's not
waterfall.
Wow.
Oh, let's carry on to the next hill.
Well, that's an incentive to keep on walking. Come on.
Quickly, Sam, we must destroy the ring. We're so close.
You're such a nerd. This is just absolutely incredible. I am astounded. I'm blown away. I am lost for words. We are so lucky. We are such fortunate beings. We seriously are. I'm
like
counting my blessings. I know.
Like we're on this, like the Lord of the Rings set. It's just, you can't, like, you know it's going to look cool. I thought it was going to look cool and there was going to be lava, but I just didn't expect to come over the next hill and just see red, fluorescent lava just boiling up out of the ground. It's got to be shooting 20 feet
I didn't expect it to be like so boiling, like boiling water, like splashing around. It's insane. Wow.
Oh, little spot grass fires.
Toast to the sandwiches. Oh, it's lovely, nice and warm. Warmth of it on my face, which is really good because it's bloody freezing in here. It's like being really, really close to a massive bonfire. Alright, we've been up here for about an hour and probably longer actually. It's just so hypnotic, like we just can't help but just watch and take the footage, and I think we've almost burned through all of the Space Nine SD cards. So we're going to head back down now. It's also freezing. So going to head back down now and go back to the boat. It's also getting a little bit angrier, and Adam kind of felt like a little bit of an earthquake again. So I'm going to head back down before anything serious happens. Layers and layers and layers. Layer 227. Now to wear my gloves straight off the bat or later. Well guys, we're setting out again. We've seen the volcano, we've seen the eruption. We're bloody lucky actually for the eruption. Very impromptu decision to, when we came out of that fjord, then very next day, in fact 10 hours later, they closed off the walk and the site up to see the eruption, and it's still closed now even a few days later. So we're incredibly lucky that we just took the opportunity to go then, rented a car, and everything just worked out. Anyway, time for us to head off now and to reconvene with our original plan. Forgot the life jacket too. Straight out the gate, and I've just seen 32 knots. This is going to be interesting. Literally today is the only day we can go because for the next week the wind changes and it's going to be a headwind for like a while. So it's not ideal, but it is what it is. You get what you're given here. There's no such thing as lovely trade winds every day of the week.
To be honest, we didn't really want to go today. The forecast has not turned out to be as nice as it so far as it was supposed to be, so we sort of thought better of it. But if we don't go today, we can't go for a week, or rather we're bashing into the wind for 60, 100 miles, so we sort of have to go. But now we've missed the tide, and we're sort of belting into 25, 30 knots against the tide through this little channel here, and the boat's just like, I've got about 2,500 RPM and we're doing 2.5 knots, so there must be a 2-knot current against us right now, something like that. Alright, go! sweetheart. That's 29 knots. Beautiful sunny day in Iceland.
And just like that, the wind drops off. Literally seeing 6 knots of breeze now. This is a little ridiculous. It's only been about 2 hours. Goes from 30 down to 6.
Ten miles to go.
10 miles to go, is that all? Cool. Let's see our destination. There's a big mountain on the end, that's snow-capped, and that's a very big landmark.
We're almost here. We've done it in just let's call it 9 hours. It's not a bad innings. Hell of a roaring start, a pleasant middle, and a very pleasant afternoon. This is like the perfect arrival. It's the closest thing to a sunset we've seen since we've been here, so that's nice. And now we're just trying to figure out where to put a hook in. The guidebook that I have says the holding is good. And if the wind is out of the north, which it very much is, it's got good protection. There is a bit of a cross swell running, which sort of is a bit strange, but I'm hoping that as we get closer in, it becomes less and less prevalent. But either way, it's not bad enough to make me change the plan. So yeah, it's very cold.
I didn't notice based on your outfit.
My eyeballs are watering and very much ready to be tucked up in bed. But to be honest, I'm not going to want to sleep when we get there because I'll be so awe-stricken with this mountain and everything, the new surroundings, that I'm sure I'll sit out here and just take it all in for a while.
There seem to be a couple of waterfalls on shore, so we're going to try and anchor as close as we can to them, because that'd be pretty cool, like waking up first thing in the morning with a natural waterfall next to us. There's 2 there, so we'll see which one has the best depth. Right now we're kind of looking at like 12 meters, but we're quite a ways offshore still. So Spey is huge though, and it's like mill pond calm. It's so flat. I'm really fingers crossing out this will be a nice night's sleep.
This is our first real dinghy adventure in Iceland. Everything's been marinas so far. Marinas, and well, we had a small one to the spring, but that hardly counts.
I didn't even see that there's actually 2 more waterfalls here than what I thought. This and another one over there too. I didn't even see them from the boat.
So, well, it appears to be a free fender.
And you call me fruit.
Perfect spot to pull up. Jeez, if I'd known this beach was here, I would have pulled up, would have anchored like there.
It's huge. What are they all used for?
They're like old fishing traps. They get washed up.
It's very strange to have 3 in one beach. Weird.
Now that's offending.
Yes.
I would take that if we had anywhere to put it. It does the play. Think about it.
That was too easy. All right, walking up to the first waterfall. So it's annoying that we couldn't see it from below, but it would still be pretty cool. Also, this turned out to be a much better day than I thought it was. We're both here in like beanies, Adam said it's puffer jacket, and it's like actually quite excessive when you get to shore. The colour of the water is actually quite beautiful, and it's a lot clearer than I thought that it would be as well. Like even just going into that little bay area, you could see at least a couple of meters down. Oh no, oh, I felt the squish. Yep, alright. Come on, make a decision, go, go! Yeah, just jump, just straight over.
Oh, it's just the worst. Oh, however shall I make it? Oh, the drama.
I jump into the very centre of a bog. No. Well, it was a pretty beautiful walk. That was absolutely stunning. And we could see our boat the whole time.
Nice to be out on a beautiful summer's day with the wildflowers and in the grass. It's like, you really have to make the most of the beautiful summer's days when they come.
Exactly.
They're just mind-blowing. Like you actually get giddy with joy, or I do anyway.
I do. Have you not seen me rolling around grass in the Azores?
And 2, they're few and far between. So today delivered on all fronts.
Definitely.
And we never lost sight of the boat, which always makes me feel better, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Still building up my confidence in like the holding in Iceland, because I've seen so much kelp and things, and sort of still getting a feel for, based on the shoreline, what the bottom's going to be like.
Yeah.
And obviously I can't dive on it.
We keep having an anchor alarm out, and it's a good idea here. I think we'll always do it regardless, but definitely for us to build our confidence, it's a good thing to do while we're here.
Absolutely.
But we're probably going to head back to the boat now. We need to hoist the dinghy because we're going to go for a sail tomorrow around the peninsula.
Actually, I shouldn't do that around here because you never quite know.
Exactly.
I was going to go sail because the forecast is for very calm wind, but it's also forecast for very calm wind today, and it's blowing a lovely sort of 10 to 15 knots.
Geez, I'd say 15
in like 180 degrees opposite to what it was supposed to be. So who knows what we're in for, but we're going to go anyway. Like all the guidebooks that I've read about here are sort of basically say plan to be motoring and then expect to get your ass kicked, basically, in slightly better language than that. But then that's been our experience thus far.
Sailing sailing in Iceland, what fun!
It's exciting, it keeps you on your toes, that's for sure.
Bit of a process trying to get into the dinghy and launch it with dry feet, keeping them dry. I mean, I could just get wet feet, but this is not so bad. We evidently didn't dig our anchor in deep enough because probably dragged about 6 feet back. It would have been okay once the dinghy floated behind the surge line, but still, lesson for next time. Get back here, boat.